Have you ever wondered why life feels so frustrating and out of control? Why you keep getting worked up over things that just don't go your way? Well, here's the hard truth. Most of your suffering is completely unnecessary. You're just torturing yourself over things you were never supposed to control in the first place. The illusion of control. We live in a world where everyone thinks they should be able to control everything. Your career, your relationships, even the weather if you could. And when things go wrong, you feel like the universe is personally trying to mess with you. But here's what the Stoics figured out ages ago. You control way less than you think. Epictetus, one of the big guys in Stoicism, said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." And spoiler alert, most things are not. You can't control other people's actions, random events, or even how people feel about you. Yet, most of us spend our days obsessing over exactly those things, trying to bend the universe to fit our expectations. What you can control. So, what can you control? According to the Stoics, just one thing. Yourself. Your thoughts, your actions, your reactions. That's it. Everything else, outside your control. Imagine standing in front of a massive storm and screaming at it to stop. That's what most of us do with life's problems. But the Stoic approach? It's like putting up an umbrella and calmly walking through the rain. You deal with the situation as it is, not how you want it to be. Why most people suffer. The real reason you're suffering is that you keep trying to control the uncontrollable. You're clinging to this fantasy that if you just try harder, somehow everything will go your way. But the world doesn't care about your plans. It never did. It's like trying to play a video game with a broken controller. No matter how good you are at the game, the controller isn't working properly, and instead of accepting that and adapting, you just keep pressing the same buttons harder and harder, hoping it'll somehow work. How to apply Stoic control. The Stoics had a super practical approach. They broke things down into two categories: what you can control and what you can't. The trick: pour all your energy into the stuff you can control and just drop the rest like a bad habit. Let's say you're stuck in traffic. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your reaction to it. Instead of punching your steering wheel like it owes you money, you can take a deep breath and use the time to listen to an audiobook or plan your day. That's what the Stoics called making the best out of what's given to you. Real-life examples. Think about Marcus Aurelius. The guy was literally the emperor of Rome. Yet he faced betrayal, disease, wars, basically life throwing everything at him like it was trying to break him. But he didn't spend his time whining about it. Instead, he focused on his own actions and mindset. His famous quote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The modern trap. Today, we're drowning in things outside our control. Social media, news, other people's opinions. All things we can't control, yet we let them mess with our minds. It's like we've built a habit of handing over our peace of mind to everything and everyone around us. But what if you flipped the script? What if you just stopped caring about all that noise and instead focused entirely on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and reactions? You'd be unstoppable. Practical steps. Here's how you can start. 1. Identify what you can and can't control. Write down everything bothering you. Then separate them into things you can control and things you can't. Rip up the second list. Yeah, just trash it. It's not worth your time. 2. Shift your focus. When you catch yourself obsessing over something outside your control, pause and redirect your attention. Ask yourself, what can I do about this? 3. Accept the chaos. Life will never be perfect. The sooner you accept that, the less power it has over you. You can spend your life trying to change the world to fit your desires, or you can focus on changing yourself to adapt to whatever the world throws at you. The first option leads to frustration, pain, and endless suffering. The second option? Inner peace. The Stoics weren't about positive thinking, they were about realistic thinking. And if you can master this one principle, controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't, you'll be way ahead of most people stuck in the endless loop of frustration. So, are you ready to finally break out of the illusion of control? The choice is yours.